Son, let me use your PC real quick to check my prayer site. www.p. Girls at sleepovers. Let's summon a demon. OMG, this is gonna be so fun. Boys at sleepovers. Who keeps summoning them? I don't know. My stomach hurts. You're lying. But that'll be $5,000. The whole world is in peace and there are no problems. News channels who don't have anything to talk about. Man found lead in cemetery. My teacher wilding with this question. Question of the day. Happy Black History Month. Would you pick cotton for $200 per hour? What the F? Me as a child. I'm going to be an astronaut, an engineer and a doctor. Me now. I just want to be happy. The US likes to play the world's police. They act like the US police force. Chinese and Japanese tech companies are hiring programmer cheerleaders to motivate programmers and raise morale in the office. White woman gives birth, her husband and their family. It's pitch black. Wow. Suddenly all of humanity loses the ability to lie. What happens? We certainly will talk a lot less. When you just found out you got promoted but you can't tell anyone until it's officially announced. Carg. I said my name was Mark with a C. Inserts pen. Me. How does that feel? My GF. Did you put it in? What's the most awkward date you'll ever been on? He took me to his parents' favorite spot. We saw his mom there feeding strawberries to another man. He was about to confront her but his dad came out the bathroom and sat with and he grabs the man's hand. That was the night he learned his parents liked to team other men. We told you would be too much for you but you kept yelling I'm Batman. It was dark and you grabbed the wrong A-class. That's why I was shouting I'm Batman, I'm Batman. Online Seth certificate request. Step 1. Who is on the Seth certificate? The person listed on the Seth certificate is myself. German army could be deployed to Poland for first time since World War II. Wait, what? Who made this book and who's the guy at the window? Daddy doesn't live here anymore. A book about divorce. In 2002 a 19-year-old British garbage man won £10 million, approximately $15 million on the lottery. He spent it all on pills, gambling and shoots and 8 years later was back working as a garbage man again. Me hearing a plane fly overhead at 1 AM then tracking it on my aircraft tracker app and seeing it's a Ukrainian cargo plane that eventually landed in an unmarked airfield in Mexico. Girls luck at cuddling. 3 minutes and they be like, I got a question and don't lie. Last book that made you cry. University Physics with Modern Physics 14th edition by Hoodie Young Roger A. Friedman. No doubt tears of joy. I use this book to press my tofu tonight. It brought me joy. In pressing your tofu you were applying a normal force. Chapter 4. And increasing the bulk stress on the tofu. Chapter 11. Well played. Vince is one of those few people that looked healthier while they were still on pills. Game show idea. 11 gay men and 1 straight man are locked in a house. The object for the gay men is to find out who isn't gay. Once a week someone gets outvoted until 2 are left or the straight man is out. If the gays manage to outvote him they win $1 million. If the straight man is among the 2 last people in the house in the end he wins $1 million. Now here's the twist. None of the men are actually gay, they just all think they are the one straight man. Take it. 4 fingers. I was today years old when I realized that the caps on medicine bottles are actually serving sizes. I use this method with and I'm currently cutting my grass with scissors. Hungry photographer deletes all photos and leaves after being denied food at wedding. Man's got denied a plate and walked off. Marvel, Infinity War is the most ambitious crossover event in history. Me. Delete your account. They set it up too perfectly, they knew what they were doing. I'm about to get kicked out of this grocery store. Give me a suitable background. You got it. Me staring at my mum after she revealed my deepest darkest secret to make our guests laugh. Me, it's important to remember Shakespeare's Suckmer affliction. Professor, what is suckma? Me, you just effed yourself. Dude looks like he sells on the moon. Hashtag Pepsi halftime. I fear no man, but that thing. Trending, Drake. It scares me. Shout out to Texas for banning Instagram filters. I now see how serious the threat is. You could launch a space shuttle with the amount of code it takes to make her look like a human. Men who expect X from a girl cause they paid for dinner. You think I'm worth $60. Subscription $15 per month. Name a game you're proud to have 100% completed. Hey UBY, don't you name a game you have completed at 100% before releasing it. Wow, this is coming from the same guy who is well known to lay his suit jacket on the actual bathroom floor while spending a lot of time in the stall of the first floor bathroom of the Capitol. No idea what you're talking about. What are you doing in the men's bathroom? Aren't you late for a clown meeting? Why do you look like you're about to rob a bank with a baguette and oversized money bag? Looks like you forgot your Spanish lessons again. You know what happens now. Rocket attacks. Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Ashkelon, Ashdod. Increasingly untenable for Buckingham Palace not to say what King Charles III has got. Speculation is running riot all over the world. If, as I'm sure he does, Charles wants to help others, far better to be specific about his condition. Try hacking his phone and you might find out for yourself. My hurt. Aren. Let me see. Go to the doctor then. He gon' tell you the same thing. Every time the NFL shows Taylor Swift, I'm donating $25 to the Trump campaign. E. Jane Carroll says thanks. If you sit on Cat Island you'll be surrounded by cats really fast. The magic genie misunderstood my wish. I'm a loser, I just can't do it. I'm not good enough to hold it together when everyone expects you to fall apart. That is true strength. We should have a 3-day weekend. No, it would chill the whole economy. It would cripple productivity. It would destroy our entire way of life. No, we should have a 3-day weekend. If being Xi was a crime, I would be serving a life sentence. A life sentence for a crime you didn't commit. Me, I'm an adult, I can't be fazed by this. Also me, when any minor inconvenience happens, with this treasure I summon. You, the guy she tells you not to worry about. I set a new alarm. I like being woken up by the sound. It starts to become annoying. It triggers me even when I'm not asleep and I loathe the sound. So you like Interstellar? Explained what the F caused all that dirt to rise from the ground then. Me pumping my body with energy drinks so I can make it through a whole day. I like men who are tall, dark and handsome. Me who is short, light and ugly. When you have been married for 25 years, if your husband says to you, come here, I want to show you something, don't get too excited. It's just to look at an elaborate spreadsheet of your finances. Got any decent fatherly advice for me? Don't marry a cheapskate. They may be cheaper, but they cook lasagna in a dishwasher. Evil browsers. Edge should have been bust. It appears you have underestimated my taste, Mr. Bond. 11-year-old Alabamian loots home intruder, mocks him for crying like a little baby. Just got rejected from art school. What now? Just don't try to take over Europe. Want to join me, senpai? Drink me, senpai. Making memes in English so everyone can understand. Cloud's reaction to seeing humans flying in the sky for the first time. Not my mom telling me she still talks to my ex because I still talk to her ex. Ma'am, that's my dad. F it, just date her ex to get back at her. Human sacrifice powered apple farm. Proof of concept. Imagine showing this video's title out of context to a medieval courtroom. What would you do if someone left you $8.7 million? Pay off my student loans and use the remaining $10 to go to the movies. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary. Heavy metal Twitter or X why any metal band hasn't been asked to perform the Super Bowl. Me downloading a third-party app and realizing it actually is better. Me bleeding out in an alleyway, a $50 Uber ride, a $2,500 ambulance ride. Me does literally nothing. Random part of my body. I said we hurting today. When you finally become king after over 70 years of waiting only to get to 1.5 years in. People who put cereal before milk. People who put milk before cereal. People who eat cereal without milk. For Christmas I want a dragon. Be realistic. What color do you want your dragon? Red. Just read a message 6 times and I still don't know what to reply. I may look normal but I meow back at cats. Jazz for your soul. BuzzFeed idea, kids that play Minecraft are left in the woods to survive for 7 days. Another idea, kids that play Fortnite are deployed into a for 7 days. How do you respond to an unsolicited from a woman? Call the police. Silly, it is a police. On this week's episode of Cuffed and Stuffed. We all have that friend. Let's walk, it's not far. When you want to be sad but only good things happen to you that day, confused stunks. One time in middle school I dated a girl for 4 days and when she broke up with me she posted on Facebook, sometimes your knight in shining armor is really just a loser in tinfoil, and to this day that is the sickest burn I have ever gotten. Introverts after making it through an entire phone call. It's done. Charles finally gets the crown. Liz's ghost knowing that same crown is cursed with Student, my step-parent hates me and refuses to provide tax information solely to make things harder for me, and I live with so I can't sign a non-support form. What do I do? DOE, that's rough buddy. Healthy for all, tastes good to everyone. Banana. Spot the difference. 93% of people can't. Okay, this side can be mean sometimes but this is really cruel and uncalled for. The trash can is far too useful and reliable to be compared to pay. Watching an ASMR video. Almost falling asleep as video ends. The loudest goddamn ad I have ever heard in my life. Heavy metal fans on Twitter making arguments for why metal bands should be playing in a Super Bowl. February is going to be my month. I'm going to be so productive. The best part of Kevin Hart's wedding pic is him standing 10 feet in the foreground to be as tall as his wife. People say they hate school, but if money was no issue I would be out here collecting degrees like Pokemon. Max level in every job like I'm in Final Fantasy. When someone tells you how drunk you were last night, that wasn't me, that was Patricia. I need to save money, you only live once. Me and my friends looking up cheat codes in 2002. Me doing anything other than the thing I need to do. Controversial, but if I work a full-time job I should be able to live in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself and not starve myself to make rent. What do you think really happens after Seth? Your family fights for your belongings. It's February 2024. The Chinese spy balloon was a year ago. Hey, do atheists go to hell? No. How about people who bring selfie stands to the gym? Straight to hell, to the boiler room of hell, all the way down. Good. That makes me happy. Some pictures don't need captions. Do you have any skill? Me, I have the extraordinary ability to be alone. When you see the pothole but it's too late. Snoop looked like an independent, strong black woman. When Andrew Tate fanboy goes to a women's shelter, you're sheltering enemies of the Tate, are you not? She's mid. I'm way hotter. You look like a middle-aged broke lady doing this as a last resort. It's pronounced GIF, not GIF. Point to the word that made you pronounce it with a hard G sound. Daddy says I can be absolved of criminality because I'm pretty right. Wife, did you just buy another game? Me, A, it was an accident. B, I have had that. C, I got a deal on it. D, you look very pretty today. The joke. people on the internet, the spelling or grammatical error. Everyone's quiet quitting. Pizza Fridays don't work anymore, nor do ping pong tables. Everyone just wants more money. Nobody. Teens in 2008. Trad wife, the fantasy. Trad wife, the reality. Society, are you two friends? Christians, yes. Actual Christians, no. When you throw your girl on the bed trying to be Zah but she hits her head and lies, this is where the fun begins. Ha ha ha, this happened to me, and my grandma, the fun never stops. No one. American textbooks. Life insurance, we can refund all your premiums you pay us with our OP if you don't lie. Car insurance, we are stupid and we don't do that. My mother tongue, I have been staring at this all day, I still don't get it. Me, takes public transit to reduce my carbon footprint. Taylor Swift. Okay, if I fall asleep right now, but I'll get exactly 5 hours and 21 minutes of sleep. Me knowing I will spend Valentine's Day alone. Me, continue the drawing that's not even halfway finished yet, start a new drawing. Why can I taste these nasty godless cookies just by looking at them? Me, mom, can we have? Mom, no we have, at home, at home. My dad lied 3 years ago, but on Google Maps he is still doing some gardening which he loved. Plants vs Zombies. A good game. Me, $30 price tag. How much you think I love you? How much I actually love you? What is the strangest compliment you have ever received? I was told that I have nice legs by some random guy that didn't have legs at Walmart once. What did you say? They are not for sale. Americans on using water to clean their hands. Americans on using water to clean their butts. Hey Patrick, what am I? How stupid. No, I'm an influencer peddling she products. What's the difference? When one act of kindness creates a lifelong friendship, I fixed a pigeon's way so he went to fetch his girlfriend and now they live at my house. Mouse traps were invented in 1780, people before 1780. When I give advice I always end with I don't know though sir. If it ruins their life it isn't my fault. Me trying not to get fired. Wait, if you uninstall we'll miss you, and you'll miss all the good we do like. We scanned one page. Me and the boys using Snapchat filters in Vietnam. When a car with LED headlights passes you on the highway. When someone's checking your phone and you have got nothing to hide but still feel the panic. Does your dog bite? Nah, he just throws bricks at people. The weird thing about writing characters in their teens or 20s is that the way most of us talk to each other is so cracked it's near impossible to strike that balance of realistic and readable. German army could be deployed to Poland for first time since World War II. We were bad but now we're good moving into your neighborhood. Can I take a picture of the moon? Pisa Tower. Yeah, sorry. The reason I like staying up late so much is because between the hours of 1 AM to 5 AM the world is quiet and no one expects anything from me. I could literally stare at a wall for 4 hours with no consequences. I love the silence and calm, I love it. Skip the intro. You have to skip the intro. Never. It's part of the show. First you gotta learn, then you remove the L. Learn. You want something. Remove L from learn equals earn. Where on earth did you get learn? Hi bro, good luck in life. I don't think you gonna make it far to be honest. Earthquake, thunderstorm, alien attack, treats bag shaking. Glad I grew up with this. And not this. Me being supportive of my homie's upcoming SoundCloud rap career. Trying to sleep with congestion. Everything on one side of the nose moves to the other. Fake fake fake. I once let my big toenail grow for 18 months straight. At that point I cut it off. It was a considerable size, inches upon inches. I lucked on it for days. Can you delete this? I feel a little embarrassed now. Gettin' loser. We are polluting the planet. Me after cutting off a driver 30 seconds ago. Same driver coming back 30 seconds later. I don't want to be alone, but I have gotten pretty good at it. My boss thanking me for being loyal. Me who has been applying for other jobs but keep getting rejected. Surely I can't be the only one that doesn't find Matt Rife attractive like whatsoever. Girls say he looks like he took a reference picture of handsome Squidward in for his cosmetic surgeon. Kevin 42 and still not 100% sure where a woman from. He's a visual learner by the way. When you go back in time to save Harambe, but he gets moved to a different zoo and replaced with another gorilla named Harambe. So is the earth flat? No, the earth is not flat. It is a sphere, or more specifically an oblate spheroid. The way Adele works for 6 months and then disappears for 7 years is very much the work-life balance I'm all about. Who wants a medic in their team? Who wants to be a medic? King Charles III speed running the longest reigning monarch challenge in only 18 months. I'm speed. 273 degree Fahrenheit. Panic. 273 Kelvin. Calm. 273 degree Celsius. Panic. My parents at 20. Let's have a baby. Fine idea. Me at 20. Gee, I sure hope my Seth in the upcoming Water Wars is relatively painless. There aren't 2 wolves inside me. There's 1 cat and he's got puffy tail. POV. Me acting mysterious and important to the imaginary camera that has been filming my whole life. Disney when the movie they cancel got to be in the best animated feature nominees instead of their She 100th anniversary film. Me pretending I don't know the gossip so they tell me the other version. Has anyone tried making edibles but without meat, like edibles or something? You mean food? Don't move, I'm filming a documentary about Giga Chads. Your gear is outdated. That's because you won't drop anything better than what I have. Your gear is too low for your level. Then drop something that's actually better. You should equip better gear in your inventory. Every OG version of Plastic Love on YouTube. No, stay with me. Don't leave me. Vacation is for relaxing. Me, walking 20 hours a day to see every corner of the city. I'm a grown man. I'm a big adult. I can do this. Zelda, 100% playthrough later. That feeling when you see a reference to a little known game you love. Your job is to create a simple logo. What I made. What they had in mind. When your money runs out and you're just waiting for payday. Me missing the good old days that I never had. When God made me, empathy, sense of humor, ability to think, ability to speak, oops. When you ain't as good as you once were. The pinnacle sort of introverts. I'm gonna go out of my shell. I'm gonna go out of my shell and find another one. When you're doing weird stuff at home and the front door starts to open. Walking into the gym after seeing an empty parking lot and thinking it's empty. Police in Tennessee chase zebra for 3 hours. This is getting ridiculous. They would have chilled it right away, but they couldn't decide whether it was black. Me finding out that the condition I went to the ER for is not life-threatening. It could be worse. The ER bill. It's worse. What the F is burning CDs? I knew this day would come. You know you are procrastinating when you start looking up memes about procrastination. Name doesn't have an effect on your personal. Sad man.
Spare change, ma'am.